After 3 decades, the cinemas have returned to Kashmir. On Sunday, Inaugurates kicked off 2 makeshift cinema halls cum auditoriums in militancy-affected Shopian and Pulwama. This was to wean away youth from joining subversive activities.
इस तरह के मल्टीपर्पज सिनेमा हॉल हम लोग बनाएंगे। आज पुलवामा के नौजवानों को समर्पित कर दिया गया।
The biggest beneficiaries would be students who would not only enjoy the cinemas but would also be given education through audiovisual learning.
पुलवामा में बहुत पहली बार खुला है ये सिनेमा और यहाँ पे आज एलजी मनोज सिन्हा आए थे इसकी इनॉग्रेशन करने के लिए और बहुत सारे स्कूल से हम बच्चे जमा हुए थे आज यहाँ पे। उनके साथ हमने बैठ के कुछ क्लिप्स देखी हैं। सब लोगों को यहाँ के लोगों को बहुत एक्सपोजर मिलने वाला है, वरना तो बाहर जाना पड़ता था ऐसा कुछ देखने के लिए।
लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर आए थे यहाँ पे और उन्होंने सिनेमा का और इनॉग्रेशन किया पुलवामा में और उनसे बात भी हुई बहुत सारों की और उनने यहाँ पे इनॉग्रेशन जब की तो बहुत अच्छा हुआ कि एक्सपोजर अब बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ेगा।
While all the 20 districts across the Union Territory would have mini cinema halls, the biggest and the first multiplex in Kashmir would start today. The 520-seater, 3-storied multiplex is a state-of-the-art facility and is set to attract entertainment-starved valley residents. The move will also regain Bollywood's lost connection with Kashmir.
Bollywood और Kashmir का रिश्ता is very old relationship. I think the first film here was shot Barsat by Raj Kapoor. So we want to revive that. We want to revive the connection of Bollywood and Kashmir. We also want to give full entertainment to our children, to our students, to our elderly. There must be at least 50% people in this state who have not seen, in the valley, who have not seen a film in a cinema hall.
Between 2000 to 2018, many cinema owners tried to revamp 4 of the 10 cinema halls in Srinagar, but due to rising militancy, they had to lock up the facilities again.
Culture of cinema viewing in Kashmir had almost died down with the onset of militancy in early 90s. However, in the last 3 decades, many people tried to revive cinema, but just couldn't sustain it and had to shut it. Now, for the first time in Srinagar, you have a multiplex like this, which will provide a lot of comforting environment in Kashmir, where otherwise people are deprived to watch the big screen. In Srinagar, this is Mufti Islam.
My colleague Mufti Islah, who you just saw bring that report, is with us this morning. Sir, thank you so much for joining us. Mufti, I believe you're present with the person who started the cinema. Could you bring us more details? Could we talk to him?
Absolutely. I'm going to do that, but just to give a glimpse of what is happening, there is the big screen, and this is a screen which the valley was waiting with bated breath. Clearly, some of the seating arrangements, this is a deluxe kind of a multiplex, and we're being told that there are 3 screens here in this particular building. To speak to us on this issue is the man of the moment, Mr. Vijaydar. He's kind of an educationist who started a premier school here in Srinagar, and that school is doing fantastic job. A lot of people who have gone on to do big things in Valley. Mr. Dar, you have been an educationist. You started a school. Now in entertainment. What a switch, sir.
No, entertainment has been in my blood from much before the education, I must say, because we had the Broadway cinema here.
Yeah.
And Broadway cinema had a unique thing. We used to have a 7 o'clock show, which was Hollywood show, English show, and it turned out to be a social gathering.
Right.
So people would come well dressed, see a movie, eat a good meal, and enjoy themselves. We want to bring that sort of an atmosphere back into the valley and back into the cinema.
You talked about yesterday connection between Bollywood and Kashmir. You talked about your friendship with Amitabh, with Dilip Saab, the first film you remembered where Raj Kapoor had shot here, Barsat. Tell us about this, your friendship with them. What kind of people were they, and how was the valley celebrating that?
You know, I must tell you that those days there was not so much of security. So these people could meet people even in the street, which people here remember, and they appreciate it. That Dharminder is coming up to them and saying, "Hello, how do you do? My name is Dharminder," which is a great thing. It was probably the best joy one could think of. I'm sure the Bollywood connection, which goes back, as I said earlier, to Barsat of Raj Kapoor, will come back in the same light and in the same spirit.
And security would be an issue, or we will pass this and there will be people you're expecting. Response will be good.
You know, there are certain works that you do which are from the brain. So you think of profit, loss, security, etc. But there are certain things which you do from the heart. When you do something from the heart, then you don't think of these things. Phir ek ishq ho jata hai.
All right, there is a man who is in love with cinema, as also is a great educationist here, and he has done his bit. Now we're really waiting for people how the response would be. Today the LG is also kicking off and inaugurating this cinema. But clearly what would be waited is people's response. I think 30th is when the cinema starts for people. Right. And I'm being told that there will be shows for children, ladies exclusively, so that this spirit is inculcated, because we've lost this culture actually of cinema viewing.
We'll bring that culture back. We'll have maybe some Kashmiri films which have been shot and which have not been screened. We'll encourage not only that, but when you talk about skill development, you will have a lot of skill development, because you will have people, youngsters, who will serve, who will cook, who will enjoy, and who will also usher us. These boys and girls will then promote themselves in different fields.
Absolutely. One man who thinks differently, has a thinking cap actually, and he keeps on innovating. And here you have this fantastic facility behind me. 11 is when Mr. Dar and large number of select gathering will watch. I will also watch. You do come in to me and I will show you how the response is clearly, but a big day here in the valley.
Mufti, are reports accurate that the first film is going to be Lal Singh Chaddha?
Oh, absolutely. Lal Singh Chaddha is what the cinema owners told us, that they received a lot of feedback on that Amir Khan is a super hit here, and he did actually shoot here in the valley in DPS school, which is run by Mr. Dar. So large number of people had actually written to them, some had spoken to them over phone, that this should be the maiden film which should be screened today. So looking forward to it and clearly enjoying. And I will be sitting in the back row. Those are the deluxe kind of chairs, pushback chairs. There is a studio which I'm being told is one of the finest in the country, and it has some Dolby effect. That's too technical for me, but 2X is the technology they're using, which again is the state-of-art technology. So I'm eagerly waiting for this. Clearly very happy to see film on the big screen after a long time.
Mufti Islah, thank you so much for joining us live from Srinagar. We'll check in with you in just a few hours as you sit